We have some special guests that we've been dying to get into the studio. They are representing an organization that, in their own words, was founded by kids for kids, supporting kids. It's called Waves for Change. Waves number 4, Change. And these are our guests. We have Maximus, we have J. Cole and Natalie, who together run this non-for-profit organization. And we can't wait to hear all about it. So, you know what? Let's just jump in. Maximus, can you start by telling us, first of all, how old you are? Because that's important, because for anyone who thinks they're too young to make a difference, you are here to show us that that's not true. Tell us how old you are and tell us what Waves for Change is and how it got started.
Absolutely. Super happy to be here. Thank you for hosting us. I am 17 years old. Waves for Change is a mission founded by kids for kids, supporting kids, as you said. And our mission is to inspire, support, and empower kids to swim by making swimming more accessible for all. We collect and distribute swim gear donations to those in need, and we build an inclusive and diverse community for all.
So obviously you're on a swim team, but where did this idea come from that, there are people that need this equipment?
So drowning is one of the leading causes of death for kids under 18 years old. Thousands and thousands of children especially die every single year from drowning, and this really stuck with Jay and I, and Natalie as well. Natalie has a very interesting story pertaining to drowning. But that really got us started, inspired us to start this mission, and it's carried us since.
All right, you said Natalie's got a story, so I want to hear this story. Natalie, what happened to you? Obviously, it worked out because you're here with us right now.
Yeah, so this is something very near and dear to my heart. There was an accidental drowning in my family. My cousin's son, he accidentally drowned. So obviously, it makes me feel really good that I can make a difference, help others prevent this from happening.
All right. J. Cole, exactly what does Waves for Change do?
Well, we collect a lot of swim gear. We started by just collecting used swim gear, so we would bring bins to swim meets and just ask kids, because kids are always growing so fast, and tons and tons of old swim gear that's still completely usable, but it's just too small. So we ask kids to come bring old swim gear, and over time it eventually grew into something even bigger. So now we have some swim stores in Virginia, and that give us large shipments of gear. And so some people reach out to us directly, and then we send them small care packages. So like people in New York and LA we'll just mail them, some swimsuits or some goggles and stuff.
So it's not just the DMV, it's all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, we like to support like local stuff. Like we do a ton of work in Baltimore and DC, but we have partners in Orlando, LA, New York, and we've even had some connections to a couple pools in Africa, a couple swim teams in Africa. So we send some stuff over there. But yeah, we do a lot of work in Baltimore. We take large shipments of suits and goggles and caps, and we visit small pools and schools and drop off stuff that people that we know grew out of, and now we can just give back to the community.
Okay.
That's beautiful. Now, Maximus, you have a story of a time that someone had stepped out in generosity,
Yes.
and blessed you with gear that really helped set the tone for this. Would you share that with us?
Yeah, so a couple years ago, this is before we all started, one of my friends noticed that I was lacking a racing suit. Very expensive suit, cost $300, and he was very kind and generous enough to donate or to lend that suit to me for me to use just one race. And that really motivated me. It wasn't the suit necessarily, but the act of giving, the act of kindness really blessed me. And especially when I had some self-doubt around that time, and that really inspired me to start this mission, because we decided, hey, if one person can do that for me, we can do that for a community of people. And that's what we've been doing. We've been growing our community ever since. It's been 2 years now, and we're growing.
I love it so much. Now, when you had written the story on your website, one of my favorite lines is that you felt like Superman gearing up for battle. When you put the suit on, you ended up going from a season where you were really swimming your best to setting a personal record that race, because you felt so empowered by this friend's generosity and wanting to pay it forward. I mean, that's something that we as a station believe in very much with our Drive Through Difference every Thursday, etc., is that intentional acts of kindness can change the world. And so how long has this been going on now?
This has been going on for 2 years now, almost 2 years. We started in January 2024. So, the year 2025 is coming to an end. Can't believe it, but it's been 2 years now. Yeah.
That's incredible.
If somebody wants to get involved, they want to donate swim gear, or they want to work with one of your partners, how does that work, Natalie?
Well, they can always reach out to us through our website. A lot of people have come up to us at pools and connections, and they wanted to donate stuff or donate money, and they always try to find ways
Maximus, I understand you guys work with some local stores too. Is that correct?
Yes. So we have a sports fair in Arlington, Virginia, as well as excuse me, Castles in Chantilly. So all local stores, and they donate us, a couple times a year, good shipments of gears, swimsuits, goggles, you name it, and we always ship it out to those.
I love that. If you want a link to their site, we'll put it up on ours on our blog page at WGTS919.com.
But it is waves for the number 4, waves4change.com. Thank you guys so much for being here, for sharing your story, and for what you do. What a beautiful example to all of us.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Happy to be here.